Yo guys, Anboni here, and in this video I want to talk to you a little bit about Void Torrent, which is our new artifact weapon ability in Legion. And I've done some testing and I've found some interesting stuff about it. You see, at first glance you might say it's kind of like a Mind Flay, like a super overpowered Mind Flay, but it's actually not. It works more like a dot. And you might say, okay, what's the difference between Mind Flay and the dot? Well, the difference is the haste snapshotting. You see, dots don't really snapshot anything at all anymore. They used to, but ever since Warlords of Draenor, they don't anymore. Whereas mine, so I'll just tell it to you straight. Basically, Void Torrent, no matter how much haste you have, Void Torrent is always gonna be a 4-second cast. And the more haste you have, the more damage and the more ticks you're gonna have in those 4 seconds. Whereas something like Mind Flay works different. The more haste you have, just the shorter the duration of Mind Flay becomes, and obviously you do more damage because you cast it faster. But that is the difference. And also there is the snapshotting thing. You see, Void Torrent actually does not snapshot, as I was saying, because it is kind of like a dot. So you want to have, if you're going for haste, and I mean we can't really go for stats in Legion, but haste would be the best. You want to make sure you have as much haste as possible during the entire cast of Void Torrent. So I'll show you exactly what I mean as soon as I stop walking here. Alright, let's go that way, and let's shield myself here so we can go faster. Maybe I should have walked from there to here. That would have made more sense. But it's okay, because by the power of movie magic, we're already here. To the target dummies, basically. And I've done some testing. So basically what I did was I took off my entire gear. Well, not now, but in the testing, and I'll show it to you. And I did a benchmark test where I basically, as soon as I went into Void form, I used my Void Torrent, and that gave me 4 big ticks of Void Torrent and 1 small one, and a grand total of 251,000 damage. And then I tried snapshotting. So what I did was I got as much haste as possible with Linger Insanity and with Power Infusion, and then I went straight into Void form. I started channeling my Void Torrent, and then I used the macro to cancel both my Lingering Insanity and my Power Infusion just as soon as I started casting the Void Torrent, and the result was very interesting. What I got was 6 big ticks, 1 very small one, and a grand total of almost 300,000 damage, which does make sense because I started with a little bit more Insanity than on the previous test, And then when I tried it with no snapshotting, so what I basically did is I shot the entire thing with the most haste possible, which was 77% haste. I got 8 big ticks and 1 small one. That was almost 400,000 damage. So you can get some insane numbers with Void Torrent if you time it properly. So the moral of the story is, get Void Torrent, get the full cast while you have the most haste possible. Alright, that's pretty much it. I thought that was interesting. It was interesting to me. So I'll explain to you right now. You see, for instance, look at Void Torrent. The tooltip says, wait, it does say that because I have this. I'll just show it to you super OP. Alright, so if I have this, which gives me 14% haste, and mouse over it, it says 443,000 damage, right? And Mind Flay says it is a 2.4 second cast. Now if I use Power Infusion, this stays a 4 second, but it becomes a 516,000 damage, so a lot bigger, a lot more damage. And Mind Flay does the same damage, but over 2 seconds instead of 2.6 or whatever it was. If I take both of them off, let's see, Mind Flay does less damage. How about that? Mind Flay is weird. Mind Flay works both ways. What? And this one obviously does less damage. I didn't know Mind Flay works like that as well. This is interesting. So Mind Flay does 50k damage over 3 seconds almost right now. So if I go into Void form, and let's stay in Void form for a while. Let's see if actually the number goes up. Well, of course it does more damage now because I'm in Void form and I do 30% more damage. Oh, look at those tentacles. That never happens in PvP, by the way. Ever. You never get this lucky. Look at all the tentacles. Alright, so it was 50, right? It was 50,000 damage. Right now it's 63. And the duration is lower. I had no idea. Mindflay is weird, and Mindflay works as a dot and also as a cast at the same time. Ooh, I didn't know that. Well, there you go then. We learned two new things today. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya! Wait a minute, bonus clip! We can't just leave that like that, can we? So let's test it properly, because I think it might not work as it says it does. Alright, so we got 34 stacks of insanity. Obviously we have a ton of haste. I'm gonna pop my power effusion and we're gonna do a clean mindflay on this guy. Alright, obviously it's gonna be a very fast mindflay. It says it does 87,000 damage in a 1.7 cast. So let's do that. Hopefully we're not gonna get crits. Alright, perfect, no crits. Alright, so that was clean, that was legit. That was 12.442. Alright, so 12 and a half. Let's do it one more time here. Though yeah, it went away. Alright, so that's it. We got 4 ticks of 12,442. And now we have no more haste buffs. And let's do a new one. Clean one. Alright, that was crit. But even with the crit, you can see that there is a bug in the interface. Like not in the representation of this thing. Because this time it did the exact same amount of damage. Well, I got a crit here, but you know, just half it. It's the same. Alright, so I got the same damage, 4 ticks of 12,442, as the same as I got here, 12,442, 4 ticks. So, yeah, it is actually a tooltip bug, just as I thought. So what actually happens, you don't do more damage with Mindflay, it's just that the same damage is done in a, you know, faster cast, obviously. So that's how I thought it does work. Tricky Blizzard trying to fool me with their buggy UI. Ha! But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave it a like, a thumbs up. Wait, that's the same actually. What am I saying? Leave it a comment and a like. How about that? And let me know what you guys want me to do for Legion. Like, what are you interested in? I can do like duels or arena or whatever I want, but if you have anything, any particular request, go ahead and I'll make sure I'll make a video about it. Right? Thanks a lot for watching and have a great day. Peace.